Good evening, and I welcome you, students. I teach science to all of you. At the same time, students, I discovered that there's a lot of stress among the students. Am I right? Is there a lot of stress in the students?
Yes, sir.
Not only stress in the students, stress is there. If you will look to your parents, if you look to your neighbors, you find people are highly stressed. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Because the way they are leading their life, whatever hardships they are facing the whole day, by the end of the day, you will see they are exhausted, tired, and lot of people, lot of students, even you will see now are taking medicines and drugs. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So medications and all that is becoming a habit. Students are complaining of headaches. Students are complaining of fevers. Students are complaining of stomach disorders, indigestion. All these problems I have come from the, I have got a feedback from the students, and they face more difficulties when examinations come. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
There is a pressure on you, and my purpose is that when I take classes, I release that pressure. Now, what I want to do, the pressure should be released, the stress should be released. That's why we are trying to do some exercises which can make us stress free. All right, let us see. We will begin some exercises again, student, today. And we'll begin with Vastrika. Inhale up and exhale down 10 times. Start. Come back. Come back, students. Come back. Now, what will we do? We will rotate. We will take our neck. Most of the times we are working on the laptops, and the problem is the neck. And you will see that it bends like this. We are not even used to having a proper body posture. In order to have a proper body posture, students sit erect. Spinal cord should be erect, right? Now, what I will do, student, when I will inhale, right, exhale, inhale, left, exhale, come back. Inhale, right, exhale, come back. Slowly, slowly inhale to the left, come back, exhale. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Now we can rotate our neck 3 times clockwise. Half inhale, half exhale. Inhale, slow and gentle rotation. Inhale, inhale, reverse, inhale, inhale, exhale, half. Slow and gentle rotation. Inhale, exhale, half. Okay, come back. Shoulders are very important, students. You have seen this, the hands with which we write and work. There should be no stiffness on the shoulder. We release it. 1, 2, inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5. Reverse, inhale, exhale. 3, 4, 5. Tap your feet on the ground 10 times. Tap your feet on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're trying to energize, increase our energy levels, increase our energy levels. A lot of lethargy is there in the body. Your blood and your energy levels are coming down, students. We want good circulation of the blood and good oxygenation of the body. So what will we do? We will do a breathing exercise, which is very good, Brahmari. The purpose of that is to clear the mind. There's a lot of stress in the mind. We will clear it by using the Brahmari. These two thumbs I will put in my 2 ears. I will close myself from the outside world. I will inhale as deeply as possible. And from this part, we make a B sound, zoo sound. Okay. So close your eyes. Your feet should be touching the ground. Spinal cord should be erect. Relax. And we will do 3 to 5 rounds. Close your eyes. Inhale. Inhale. Another round. Last round. Inhale as deeply as possible. Come back, students. Hold your hands. Attitude of gratitude. Thanks to the universe, thanks to the God, thanks to the environment for which we live and survive. Rub your 2 hands. Faster. Now experience the heat energy, healing energy in the hands like a field of the magnet. Put it on your face. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Gentle massage, forehead, face, nose, neck, head, ears, and open your eyes with smiles, and 1, 2, 3, come back. Observe your hands. Bring all your attention on the hands and focus on the deep lines in your hands. Come in the present moment. Let our attention is on the present moment. And these are the hands with which we work and create and make our life. Our purpose is to concentrate, focus, and set up an intention for what we want to do in our life. So our intention today is that we will be solving exercise questions from the chapter of gravitation. And we are back with energy, students. I hope you understood the idea.
Yes,
Now
sir.
you are packed with energy
Yes, sir.
and you have a focus, concentration, set up an intention, manifest. Yes, we want to do question answers. We need to focus, concentrate, read the question carefully, understand before we answer the question. If we can't read and if we can't understand a question, we will never be able to answer the question, students. Those who are trying to mug the things will not help anymore in the exam. Therefore, our stress is that we teach you science to learn, students, to understand and to get the right steps so that we can attempt challenges and questions. And therefore, what topic we are talking, student? Gravitation. You know, some of the things, if we do a recap is very good always. Revision is very important, student, because it helps us, and our mind memories are same of equal level. By revising, we are able to hold and strengthen the material which we have learned. Because it's a normal thing. Whatever I teach after 10 days, it will get deleted from the mind if I don't revise and repeat it. So we keep on going ahead along with the revisions. First of all, we studied the law, universal law of gravitation. What is the universal law of gravitation, student?
Sir, universal law of gravitation states that force exerted by the objects is directly proportional to the product of masses and indirectly proportional to the square of distance between them.
Okay, if you have two objects, student, increase the distance, then the force will depend directly proportional to product of the masses, inversely proportional to the square of the distance. We learned about that, and we studied that there are different types of forces. There are electric forces, there are magnetic forces. When we bring two magnets, there is a force, magnetic force, and there electrical charges are there. There is a force, coulombic force of attraction or repulsion between two charges. And then we are talking of gravitational force now. The gravitational force is invisible. There are nuclear forces which are holding the nuclear particles inside the nucleus. And this force is very weak. We already know that these forces are very weak and invisible. And it varies over the surface of the earth. And where it is more polar or at the equator.
Poles.
So if we move from pole to equator of the earth, we know what happens. If we move from pole to earth, students, we know what happens, that as you move from pole to earth, what will happen? So there is a decrease, the force of gravity decreases. Force of gravity decreases because it is centered at the center. And the weight is always equal to m into g. So we have shown you how the weight varies when we move from earth to the moon or any other planet. It depends on the value of g, and we have calculated how much it varies from earth to the moon. And we have discussed with you buoyancy. What is buoyancy, student?
Sir, buoyancy is the upward thrust exerted by fluids on the objects that are completely immersed in them.
So when objects, not only completely, whenever objects are immersed partially or completely, when objects will be immersed, student, partially or equally in fluids, I'm saying fluid because fluids can be gases also, then they will experience an upward thrust. And then we also discussed with you, student, Archimedes principle. We also discussed what is Archimedes principle, students?
When a body is immersed fully or partially in a fluid, it experiences an upward force that is equal to the weight of fluid displaced by it.
Then we also discussed, student, density and relative density. What was the main idea of these, student? Why did we discuss this? Density and relative density. What was the purpose of density and relative density? What was the purpose, students?
So it helps to determine the purity of the substance.
Only that or something more? Something more? Is something more? What did we discuss? Density. Students, the flotation has to do a lot with the density. The ship floats, whereas certain objects sink in the liquids or fluids. If the density of the object is more than the density of fluid, it will sink. If the density of the object is less, what will happen? It will float. These are some of the important points. Okay, we understand it. Now we are coming to the exercise given by the NCERT student, exercise which is given by the NCERT. We have to answer the question. First, you must read it before you answer any question. There's nothing to hurry up, students. Question number 1, students. Question number 1. What is that? How does the force of gravitation between two objects change when the distance between them is reduced to half, student? You have 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question. Whenever questions are given, student, I said ki do not answer in a hurry, work the answers. We should develop the habit of working and then answering the question.
The
What is
force
the,
of gravitation will increase by 4 times.
okay, let us see what is the formula. The gravitational force is given by, what is the formula, student? Between two objects. You have two objects, M1 and M2, students. And what is that distance between the two? D. So what is this? M1 into M2 divided by D the square. Now what is we are doing? The force F dash is changed to G is same. What is happening? Masses are same. And what we are doing? Distance between them is reduced to half. Now the distance is D by 2. Then what it will be, students? G M1 M2 D the square into 4. So F dash G is how much? 4 times of F. So the force will increase by 4 times if distance is reduced. It is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. So the new force will be 4 times. New force is 4 times. 4 times. Okay? Of original force of gravitation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Take your time, nothing to hurry up. Don't hurry up any question because then there will be errors. And we don't want errors. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't want to fall down. That you run so fast that you just fall down, students. We want to avoid injuries and errors. You know, in the athletes, if they are injured, then also it is a problem. You have seen so many cases of that. Even in Olympics, you have seen those runners, one fell over the other. What will happen? The whole game is spoiled. And there could be injuries, student. We should be very careful. All steps should be followed. When we follow the proper steps, proper sequence, then question will always be, answer will always be correct. If I do not follow all the steps, there would be some errors, possible errors, till we come to a stage where we become very extraordinary intelligent and creative. Question number 2 is on the screen. Gravitational force act on all objects in proportion to their masses. Why then a heavy object does not fall faster than a light object? You have 1 to 2 minutes to think and answer the question. But answer we are giving.
Sir, because acceleration due to gravity will be same. Both the
Saying gravitational force is the force due to earth. This is our earth, student. When object is, supposing this is the object, so you have m mass of the earth and you have mass of the object. So if I see the student, the gravitational force between G is a constant, mass of the earth, mass of the object, and the distance which we take as radius of the earth, because if it is very close then we can take that. So gravitational force acts on all object in proportion to this mass. Now if there is a heavy object, this mass will be different, but you know Fg is equal to m into a, and acceleration will be Fg by n. So the mass will cancel out. Therefore, what we can say, the force, gravitational force is directly proportional to the mass, but acceleration, ठीक है, acceleration of object due to gravity will be Fg by n. So will be same on all objects. ठीक है, mass will cancel.
yes, sir.
You can take any mass, doesn't matter, m1 or m2. So acceleration due to gravity, that is why we say that there is acceleration due to gravity is same for all the objects. Next question is coming on the screen, students. What is the magnitude of gravitational force between Earth and 1 kg object on its surface? Between 1 kg, mass of Earth is given, radius of Earth is also given. You have 2 minutes to answer the question, students. You have to calculate and make the calculations. you have earth and you have an object. This is the mass of the object, mass of the earth. What is the formula? Mass of the earth into mass of the object divided by student r the square, radius of the earth. What is the value of g, students? How much?
6.673 into 10 raised to the minus 11
Units?
Newton meter square per kg square.
What is the mass of the earth? What is the radius of the earth? Now put the values. Mass of the object is how much? 1 kg.
Yes, sir.
And what is the radius of the earth? How much? 6.4 into 10 power 6 the whole square. Calculate, student.
Sir, answer is 9.8 Newton.
What is the, did we put the mass of the earth here? What is that? 6 into 10 power 24 kg. So what is this coming? How much?
9.8 Newtons.
9.8 Newton. You can see that this is a weak force, So the earth is attracting by a force of gravity 9.8 newtons. Now, that is the force which is acting, and if we will consider the force between two objects of 1 kg, then it will be negligible as compared to this amount. That is what keeps us on the earth, student. How we are sticking on the surface of the earth. Next question, students. Read the question carefully before you answer the question. It is important. Force of the earth and the moon are attracted to each other by gravitational force. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Try to understand each and every line and word very carefully. Does the earth attract the moon with a force that is greater or smaller or the same as the force with which the moon attracts the earth? Why?
Sir, it is same as the force with which moon attracts Earth.
Okay, let me say this is my earth, student. Mass of the earth. And student, this is my moon. Here, mass of the moon and distance d between earth and the moon. Moon and earth. What is the gravitational force? Gravitational force between earth and the moon. G, mass of earth, mass of moon divided by d the scale. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Does the earth attract the moon with a force that is greater or smaller as the force with which moon attracts the earth? What is our answer?
Sir, it is same as the force with which moon attracts Earth.
And earth attracts each other, ठीक है, with each other with equal force, with equal gravitational force. Gravitational force is equal. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question is coming on the screen, students. If the moon attracts the earth, why does earth not move towards the moon?
Because the mass of Earth is quite big than that of mass of Moon, and as we know, mass is inversely proportional to acceleration. So if mass is more than acceleration, it is.
Mass of earth is much bigger than mass of moon. In fact, if you will see the mass of the earth and moon, they are given in the table of the book. They have given somewhere what is the mass of the moon and mass of the earth. So what will you find? The mass of earth is nearly 81 times mass of moon. So they are attracting each other, but this is very small. Since the mass of moon is very small, therefore we don't experience the motion of earth around the moon. This is negligible as compared to motion of moon around the earth. Okay. Next question is coming. What happens to the force between two objects if mass of one object is doubled? Okay, there are three parts of that. One by one attempt the three parts. First part, student, what happened to the force between two objects? You have two objects. M1 and M2. What is the force of gravitation, student? First he says if mass of one object is doubled, if M1 is changed to student, ठीक है, m1 dash is twice of m1, then what will happen? Force will become g m1 m2 divided by d square into 2. So what is that?
Force will become twice.
Twice. So f dash g is 2 times of fg. Second, distance between two objects is doubled and tripled. If I say d dash is 2 times of 2d, then what will happen to the new force? G is same, m1 is same, m2 is the same. Then what happens to d the square? What will be this, students? 1 by 4 of fg. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So the new force is 1 by 4 times the original force. And if the d dash is 3 times, what will happen? Then f dash g will become how much? 3 the square 9. 1 by 9 times of fg. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
What is the third part? The masses of two objects are doubled. Such questions will be there in the paper. Let me tell you. Our favorite questions they may put in the form of MCQ. Always they are giving. Then what will happen? F dash G, F3 dash G new will be G into 2 times of M1 into 2 times of M2 divided by D the square. How much it becomes? 2 into 2, 4 times of FG. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So it becomes 4 times of the FG force. We have to, why we are doing all this? We are not in a hurry, students. We relaxed our mind. We increased our energy levels. We focused, we concentrated. And slow and steady means the race. Never. In competition exam also, those students who are anxious and trying to hurry up, trying to guess, you know what will happen. They will do errors and mistake student and lose marks even for those questions which they need. Take your time, students. What is the importance of, you know, there is a plenty of time before us. Your date sheet has been announced.
No, sir.
Okay, exams are in the end of the November, I think, or first week of December.
Yes, sir.
What is the importance of universal law of gravitation? How important is this law? You have 1 to 2 minutes. Write down on your notebook, then you tell me.
Sir, importance of universal law of gravitation is it binds us towards the earth. And
First, it binds us. It binds us. It binds us, student, to earth. You are saying. Okay, what is the next?
Sir, because of gravitational force, a moon can move around the earth.
Motion of moon around the earth. Next,
Sir, because of gravitational force, uh, planets can move around the sun.
are moving already. Motion of planets around the sun. Okay, what is the next we are doing?
Sir, the tides due to moon and sun.
Sea tides, ठीक है, due to attraction of moon and sun. All right, we are going revision. Revision is important. Question, why should we do question? We are going to do questions of different chapters also. The reason, they help us to revise the chapters, and also they improve our skill and mental ability, that we can think and do more things. What is acceleration of free fall? It is acceleration of free fall.
Sir, when there is an acceleration during free fall due to gravitational force of the earth, it's called acceleration.
Acceleration of free fall means the acceleration experienced by a body. Acceleration experienced by a body or an object by a body, ठीक है, due to gravity of the earth, ठीक है, due to gravity of the earth. And we say that there is no other force which is acting on the body, ठीक है, and you know we represented by G, acceleration due to gravity. And average value we are taking how much, because it varies from place to place, but average value how much we take?
9.8 Newton.
Meter per second square. This is not Newton. This is not a force. This is acceleration. SI unit of acceleration, meter per second square. Okay. Many calculations, they say, okay, you can take it 10. It depends. Why do we call gravitational force between Earth? What do we call gravitational force between Earth and an object? What do we call it?
Gravity.
Force due to gravity, GRA. Okay, force due to gravity. Whenever there is a force due to gravity, that means we are talking of Earth and the object. If I talk of moon, and then that is not the gravity, that is also gravitational force. Okay. Another question is on the screen. Students, read the statement carefully, because there will be assertion reason type of questions. Same question they will put in assertion reason. It is easy to put any question in any form: MCQ, assertion reason, objective, true, false. Any type of question can be framed, student. Amit buy few grams of gold at gold as per instruction of one of his friends. What do you think, students? You take this supposing Earth. I'm not very good at drawing, but let me say This is the pole and this is your equator. He is buying gold at this pole. Okay? He hands over the same when he meets him at the equator. Will the friend agree with the weight of the gold, student? Okay?
No, sir.
What is happening at pole? W is equal to M into G. If I take it and at equator, the weight is W dash, which is I'm saying mg dash. Now I'm putting dash means there is a slight variation in the value of G. Which is more? G is greater than G dash.
Yes, sir.
G at pole, value of G is greater at the pole, is saying, well, G at pole greater than equator. So the weight was more at the pole. The weight of gold is where more?
At the poles.
More at pole. And weight of the gold will be less at?
Equator.
Less at equator. So what will happen if he buys the gold here and sells it here? The weight is less. Would the friend agree with weight of the gold bought? Tell me.
No, sir.
No. Because the weight of the gold will become less at the equator. Next question is coming on the screen, student. Will a sheet of paper fall slower than the one crumpled into a ball? You have 1 to 2 minutes to think and then answer the question. You have, this is a sheet of paper. Now you roll it into a ball, student, ball of paper. Both are experiencing the same value of acceleration due to gravity.
Yes, sir.
But what happens?
Sir, because of air resistance.
You know, we have told you upward thrust, student. What is upward thrust? Depends on what? What is upward thrust, student? Or what we told, buoyancy. Here the surface area is more. So what will happen? This will displace more volume of air as compared to this. The volume of air displaced is equal to the volume of this. This volume is more as compared to volume of this. As you can see, this has a larger surface area. There's a larger surface area. So what will happen, students? So the upward thrust is more here. upward thrust is more here as compared to this.
Yes, sir.
Upward thrust due to air is less here. Less in this case and more here. So this will offer more air resistance. And here air resistance is less.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, what will happen? This will fall. Sheet of paper will fall. Sheet of paper will fall slower than into a ball, into crumpled ball. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
See, we have to. What I am trying. Am I hurrying? No, I am waiting for it. I mean, thinking, and then trying to answer the question. Think, answer. Think, answer. If I don't think, I can do a mistake, student. There is a possibility. Next question is coming on the screen, students. Gravitational force on the moon is only 1/6 as strong as gravitational force on Earth. What is the weight in Newton of a 10 kg object on Earth? On the moon and on the Earth. Okay, you have to find the weight on the Earth and weight on the moon. Okay, student, let me sip water. Water heal me. Water has healing energy. How do we calculate weight, student? F is equal to M. How do we calculate weight, student? Into G. What is the value of G on Earth, student?
9.8 meter per second.
Mass is 10 kg, student. Then what is the weight of the object on Earth? How much it is coming? ठीक है? That is the weight on the Earth, student. What will happen when I go to moon? What was the value of G on the moon, student? Gravitational force is 1/6 on the moon. Then what will happen? Mass is same. But value of G will be how much? 1/6 of 1/6 of, student. 9.8 meter per second square. So then what will be the weight on moon? What will be the weight on moon, student? 1/6 weight on earth. How much it is? How much it is coming?
16.3.
16.3
Newton.
newtons. So you can see that how do we make calculation, student? Slowly write each and every step, because in the exam, students, when such questions are given to the students, marks are given for the correct steps students write. If I don't write the correct steps, then I will not get the full marks. When questions are MCQ, reason assertion, either you will get 0 or 1. No problem. If there is nothing in between, you have seen the type of the questions. If such questions are given, then here the marks are given on the basis of the steps. Every step is graded and given points, student. So we should have a practice of writing all the steps. This will help us in getting full marks in the examinations. All right, we are ending up the session here. We will continue more question answer sessions from different sources, from different ways, and for different chapters on all types of questions, paragraph questions, assertion reason question, MCQ questions, which can be asked in the coming papers. And we are saying that try to forward our videos to your friends, ask them to subscribe the channel so that we can work more hard and bring more different type of questions, which will help us in understanding the science which we are doing. Okay, then bye bye. I see you in the next class.
Thank you, sir.